glad you're still with us here on Colorado and Company. I'm Denise Plant. Tomorrow is the big day, 4th of July, and we want you to celebrate in style. I'm sure you're thinking about roasting hot dogs over the campfire, maybe even lighting fireworks, but with the fire danger high in our state, all kinds of fire bans are in place. So we have Mary Ann Bonnell, our very own JeffCo Ranger, to give us all the details on everything we need to know. Good to see you.
Hey, thanks for having me.
So on June 15th, the JeffCo Open Space issued a fire ban. So what does that mean for us?
For our visitors, what it meant for our visitors is that in the campgrounds, they weren't allowed to have campfires anymore, which is fine. You can bring a camp stove, that'll work. Also for our visitors, no more grilling in an open grill with charcoal. They need to bring their own grill if they want to do that. That's got a propane on-off button.
Gotcha.
So the key is if you can turn it on and off, it's okay.
Oh, okay.
If you have to extinguish it, if it's an open fire that has to be extinguished, not okay.
That's the difference right there.
And then also smoking. We don't want to have anybody smoking in the interiors of our parks because we don't know what's happening with those cigarette butts.
Well, if they flick it out, I mean,
Correct.
that's been known to cause huge
Correct.
damage in our
Yes.
state. It's been a really dry spring.
Yes.
We know that. But
Yes.
what else makes fire danger conditions like this?
Well, you've named it. First of all, it's the dry conditions, and you've got fuel, and in some cases it's dry grass, it's dead dry trees. Then when you combine fuel with weather, so some things that can make fire really challenging is high temperatures, low humidity, and then add in high winds, and you've got a recipe for very high fire conditions. Then if you add in something like a dry lightning storm on top of that, it's a perfect storm. So that's what we need to be aware of, is it's not just the conditions around us, it's the weather that can aggravate those conditions.
And I know you might be tempted because you want to celebrate 4th of July, light off some fireworks, but think about all of the people who've already lost their homes just
Correct.
this past summer.
Correct.
It's so sad. So fire dangers and restrictions are in place. How do we find out where it is in our community? Is there
That's
a website?
Great question. Yes. So in Jefferson County, you can go to the Jefferson County Sheriff's website. They have all the details about the fire ban, everything you need to know. I would assume that if you're headed to another forest district or another county, check their county website, check that park's website. Say you're going to Rocky Mountain National Park, check their website.
Okay.
Know before you go. But even if there isn't a ban, what I think is the responsible thing to do is to know and understand where we're at right now in Colorado, and just don't include open fires in your plans.
Absolutely. I mean, that's one simple thing you can do.
Exactly.
What is the red flag dangers, or what is the red flag?
Red flag warnings are one of those things that people hear about. I'm not sure they actually understand what they mean. It's a weather condition that says, hey, right now, folks, this is ideal fire conditions. So red flag usually means three things: very hot temperatures, very low humidity, and high winds. And then combine that with existing dry conditions and you've got a red flag warning.
Gotcha. Okay.
So when we hear that, what we want to do is change our behavior. We want to be ultra vigilant. Even if you've got, say, a mountain property and you mow the lawn, sometimes if you hit a rock with that lawnmower, you could spark.
I didn't even realize
Exactly.
that.
So these are things, behaviors that you want to double check. What am I doing right now?
Yeah.
And under these red flag conditions, is that a good choice? Or can I mow the lawn another day where the fire danger might not be so high?
So let's just say we haven't researched the park area.
Sure.
But we thought, okay, we'll pop in, maybe
Right.
we'll do a hike, maybe we'll even camp.
Right.
So how do we know if they're observing that fire ban?
Well, hopefully it'll be posted somewhere.
Okay.
Also, again, we really strongly emphasize know before you go. Pretty much in the state of Colorado this weekend, there's going to be a ban. And again, I would make the choice as a camper that you're just going to be preemptive and you're not going to introduce open fire to your situation. Just teach your family how to have fun camping without putting fire danger in the mix.
Well, let's talk about that, though. Let's give some more safety tips on camping and grilling. And if you want to have a good time, how do we do that safely?
That's great. So say you're not in a fire ban and it's okay to have a campfire. One of the biggest things we see with our visitors is they don't know how to put their campfire out properly. So we'll come to a campfire, the campers have long gone, and it's still hissing and there's still hot coals. So if you can't put your hand on the fire, it's not out.
Keep putting more water on it. More
so you
water,
need to
right?
put more water. You need to stir. If it hisses and smokes or steams, it's not out yet. More water. Stir.
Okay.
Listen. No hissing. No steam. It's out.
That's scary to think about it still hissing at you and you
Correct.
walk away. That
Correct.
could-
Yeah, you can't do that. That's a dangerous situation. Grilling, we love it when people bring their own grills because it has that on-off propane button.
Yeah.
But what we see is sometimes people put their grill in tall grass. And it's a great
you're
idea,
kidding.
terrible conditions. So be
Yes.
sure you're grilling where all the vegetation has been removed. So like a parking lot or crusher fines or a campsite, you know, a pad site where there isn't vegetation right nearby or even overhead. We've had visitors not check overhead and they're grilling and there's like branches just right up here.
We actually have a video that you brought where
Yes.
people thought, okay, it's safe, it's off the ground, and
Correct.
this is what happened. Let's take a
Correct.
look at it. It took some time to put out, right?
Yes, that took 3 buckets to put out, and there was absolutely no one at that picnic site. So that had been left smoldering like that with no one there.
You're kidding. You
I'm
just
not
walked
kidding.
up on that?
I walked up on that, and it took 3 buckets of water to get that out.
So is there a safe way to grill outside this 4th of July?
I would say again, if you've got a propane or a gas grill that you can turn on and off, make sure you're looking around you where you're grilling so you're not grilling over dry vegetation, and also make sure wherever you're grilling that you're not violating their local fire restrictions.
If they do, what's the penalty of violating a fire ban?
So in our case, in Jefferson County Open Space, if you're at your grill or you're at your open fire and we find you there, it's about a $200 minimum fine. In the state of Colorado, the law just changed actually on July 1st that if you leave an unattended fire in a forested area, it's a misdemeanor.
Ooh.
And it can be punishable by $750 fine or even
Jail time.
Correct.
Yeah, and it should
So this
be.
is getting real, and I think it should.
Well, look at all the people that lost their homes recently.
Exactly.
It's heartbreaking.
Exactly.
All right, for more information, I want you to contact Jefferson County Open Space if you'd like more information on this. For updates, for tips, you can go to jeffco.us/open-space. Again, right there on the following on your screen, it's jeffco.us/open-space. Plan your next outdoor adventure with the help of Jefferson County Open Space.